Today, we talk about.
So, welcome back. Episode, still don't know. Still behind on the edits. We got a lot of these.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, tell me that. Why don't you introduce yourself, special guest, number
Hey.
X?
Number X. My name's Matt Edwards, and I want to be your friend.
All right, so Matt, another fellow comedian along the circuit that I've met here. Why don't you give us a intro, like when you started, where you started, how you started?
Gosh. I don't know. I guess I've only been doing it like a year and 3 months, but I worked in TV for like 7 years. So I was like a sports anchor and then a news reporter. So I got to do like a lot of the just talking to crowds, and like we had half-hour sports shows that like I would get to do a lot of ad-libbing and stuff on. So I kind of felt like I was probably more comfortable than most people when they start. But it's fun. But then you get into it and you realize, oh, like I feel like everyone I talk to who does stand-up will be like, they thought they were going to go in there and do very well, and then you get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like a year and 4 months. I started in Ohio, did it in Ohio for about 6 months, and now I'm here.
Nice. Did you move out here for the comedy?
Not necessarily. I knew it was like a perk after I started doing it, but no, not just. I always kind of wanted. So we visited here, like I'm from like small town Ohio. Like, I don't think people who, like True Detective, when you're out and there's, like, dirt roads and stuff in season 1, like, those, I live near areas very similar to that.
Okay.
But, yeah, man, we visited here, and it was, like, crazy to me, and I knew that I always, at least for a period, wanted to live here or Chicago.
Okay.
So
I feel like most Midwest people in small towns like that gravitate to Chicago much more often from the Midwest.
For sure. I don't know if it's because, I don't know, New York's intimidating to a lot of people. And it's not, it's like anywhere, like it's like anywhere. I mean, like it's different, but like when I told people I was moving here, so many people would be like, why would you, I would never move there. I'd be like, that's fine.
I really don't get why people think this place is so scary. It's like, I mean, there was a time, obviously, when this place was like,
I mean, it's definitely overwhelming, I think, and I can understand that part of it. But as far as like, it's nothing to be scared of, you know.
Right. How often were you getting up on stage in Ohio versus now? Because here, obviously, you have like 30 open mics a day. Over there, like, what were you getting up like once a week?
You could do like in Columbus. So I was in Columbus. Like best case scenario, you could get in like 6 or 7 a week.
Okay.
In Columbus. Now, if you want to go a little bit outside to like some of the suburbs and stuff, there'd be a few. Maybe you could do 8 if you maybe produced a show. Maybe you could do 10, I don't know, max. But I'd say most commonly, like, if you do 6, you're doing very well. Like, that's the equivalent of doing, like, 20, 25 here.
Got it.
So, I remember being there. I just kind of started off, like, kind of for fun. And it was like, you know, if I could getting up back-to-back nights, like...
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was like, man, I feel crisp. It's like, but it's like, here, you go back-to-back day, like...
Yeah.
Hours.
Right.
So it's cool there. From what now here's the thing about Ohio though. In Columbus, I mean, I probably did 40 or so open mics there. There was always an audience. So I never was up at an open mic. I can think of one time that I was at an open mic that it was only comics. So I remember like maybe the 10th or 15th time I ever went up, I was in front of like 30 legit audience members. Because so many of these would be at bars on Ohio State's campus, and there would just be people in there. So once the mic started, it was like, all right, these people are here. Make sure the first few people on the list don't suck so that maybe they'll stick around a little bit. Right. So definitely I would say a quality thing. Zach's back.
Yeah.
Banging on the door. But yeah, like you could get so many... you could get some quality reps in there.
Do you ever miss it? Do you feel like do you ever go back to do mics there?
I have not gone back to do mics there, just because when I've been back, it's been family time. Yes, Zach, we're recording. Can't you hear?
It's like, oh, they must just be talking.
I like 4 fucking homeless guys pizza.
Nice.
Wow.
No, like 2. I felt bad for him. He was on his knees begging in the fucking restaurant, and I was like, dude, I'll get you a slice.
Doing God's work.
I know, but no, it was funny because I bought him a slice, and then he was like, yo, want a soda? I was like, fuck.
That always happens.
I got him the soda. Because I was like, it's $1. Who gives a shit?
That always happens to me. When I had one of the kids that tried to sell like the fruit snacks,
Yeah.
and he said he was doing like trying to go to a basketball camp. So I was like, I don't want your fruit snack. Here's a couple bucks. And he saw in my wallet I had a 20, and I gave him like $3.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, no.
And he saw in my wallet I had a 20. He's like, man, you can do a 20. I was like, dude, come on, like I'm.
I had cash in my hand, and he came up and he was like, "Can I get a slice of pizza for me, and my boy?" I was like, "Nah, man." And then he was on his knees, and he was like, "Please." And
Dude,
I'm
you are
like,
sick?
Yeah,
I'm grabbing my fucking like stupid. I'm grabbing the hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
the hot sauce.
Yeah, just bring it over because I want some too.
I know. That's why I'm grabbing it.
Actually, the funny thing happened to me too. I was waiting for the subway once, and this little kid
Yeah, one
seemed,
time.
this little kid seemed cute as could be. Comes up to me, hey, you want to donate to this thing? I was like, nope. I just said it nicely with a smile on my face. He goes, I will mace you, you little. And I was just like, what?
That's a sentence. What do you say? What do you say, you little what?
Yeah, he was a black child. Oh, yeah, the good stuff.
I'm gonna save mine, but
All right,
you
no.
go ahead.
But yeah, it sounds
What kind
like
of fancy
Jesus.
hot sauce is this?
It's the
Fire water.
Yo, Matt, if you want to try a bite of the cheese, you should just try a bite of mine.
Oh, I've had this before. This is 99-cent pizza, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right downstairs.
Yeah.
I only wear these because this YouTube people hate me.
Yeah, I
So
don't
I
blame
gotta-
them.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, it's fine. I hate me too.
Yeah, we all hate ourselves. That's why we're here.
hey.
I'm gonna save this one.
But yeah, like that's. I feel like the majority of the time that I've tried to help people out, they always ask for more, which is I don't know.
This is how it goes, right?
They're probably not in the best mental state, so I feel bad for them.
I'm
It's like,
usually-
come on, I'm trying, man.
Yeah, I'm usually the only time I really help people. The only time I really help people out is like if I have like a job interview or like I'm going on a flight. I'll give someone like $1.
So you're looking for karma.
Yeah,
So you're helping you out.
aren't we all?
Yes.
Who are they looking out for?
We very much
Not
are.
me taking my money.
No, I get it. I get it very much. But yeah, it's that's a different thing, I guess.
I just do it for luck. Yeah, I'm like, what are you gonna do? I mean, this guy was literally. On
I've probably done this.
The only reason I bought this guy and his buddy a pizza and a fucking Pepsi was because they were on their knees begging, and I was like, can you stop?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, like on their knees.
I've got a dude outside.
As soon as they got their pizza and Pepsi, though, they were like, "Yo, thanks, bro." I was like, "God,
Yeah.
get over here and fuck my wife."
Well. Oh,
I
you're
said that for
married,
him.
yeah.
That's gonna be, yeah, I'm married. Yeah.
Well,
you have a girlfriend?
I got a few.
Ohio man over here.
A real man of Ohio.
Seltzer or anything?
I'm good right now, man.
Good?
Thanks. All right, well, we were talking about Ohio, and
Yeah. The open mic scene. Do you miss it? Do you ever go back?
I don't go back to do those because anytime I'm back, I'm so busy with like family stuff. But I mean, I still talk to people who do it. I've had a friend from Columbus come here and do a few with me. But yeah, like I miss
Real
the crowd.
people?
Yeah, because like it was very common to have like 8 to 10 people just
We have a little running
Light up,
gag.
light
there.
up.
Yeah. Tell me more.
to have 8 to 10 people just, and you know, we can get 8 to 10. That's not bad.
That's fantastic.
So yeah,
Way
You
more than
know,
last
mine's
night.
is- Yeah, terrible. 8-10, I think, is a crowd.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in Ohio, that was common to get, at least in Columbus, to have like
Was
8.
it mostly open mics in Columbus, or was it like did you do shows?
Both, but I mean for the crowds would be about the same because you know it. Either way, they were going to be at a bar. Like I was never at an open mic in Columbus that wasn't at a bar. They're all at bars, and so
Or is it but like when you're in the open mic, it's not a back room, it's like a
no, it's in the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're all in situations where it's like set up for music or whatever for performers, and then you end up just being there while people are there, and some stay, some don't. It's like when we get audience here, I guess.
I feel like doing open mics at a bar is always more fun. In the city.
yeah.
It's like because if you're doing an open mic, like if it's a room that's set up for that, everybody's waiting for their next turn. It's hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like the crowd is like they'll like maybe be like ha, but
Yeah.
people aren't looking. They're all on their notebooks.
Yeah,
they're
man.
like all right, thinking about like their set when they get up. It's different. It's like yeah, I mean,
It's
we've
a
talked about this like
competition.
endlessly.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not a competition. It's like people are just like focused on like all right, when am I going to get up? What am I going to do?
I mean, I do the same thing.
No, I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, not as well. Yeah, I mean, I try to do it too, but yeah, the same thing where like I feel like if you do a set at a bar, like my kind of how I measure a joke and how it's gonna work. If I do it at open mic and I get a couple like ha, I'm like this will kill at a bar.
Yeah,
when people
yeah,
are
yeah.
drunk, you know.
Well, and that's the good thing about like having. I always want to watch at least a few people before me to gauge what they're getting, not to just to see, like, because I'll hear things that are good. I'll see, and you guys have seen this too, where you'll see someone have a bit that kills and then go to a room where no one's in the mood and it just gets nothing. So it's nice to kind of have that gauge to see where you're at, I think.
Yeah.
I think everyone thinks that too.
What's
It's fun to see it on the same night too.
Yeah, for
I see
sure.
people like because I've gone from like a mic to a mic.
Yeah.
And like one mic, this dude was up and like killed like right the bit, and then he goes to another mic and people are like, huh, nobody cares.
That was one
and
of
he's
the-
like, okay, here we go.
When I was in Columbus, like I had a night where at an open mic there were probably like 20 people just at the bar, and I did so well and like easily the best I'd ever done. And I was thinking like, dude, I got this. Like I'm doing great. Next night went up, did the exact same stuff, and just nosedive. So,
Yep.
but you hear pros say that too. I mean,
Yeah, it's just
So-
that's what makes this so hard,
Right.
yet so satisfying sometimes, I guess, or whatever. But what's your like process? Do you work on like you're like, all right, hey, I want to try this idea out. I'm going to try it at multiple spots today, or are you like, okay, I'm going to work on this for like a week or two, and then I'll try it at maybe this spot or that spot? Like, what's your process? Joe?
no, I'll always. So for one, like I've got a list in my phone. Like I've been writing down premises, not kidding, since like 2012.
Okay.
And I didn't do stand up until 2018. But I've always loved it. I just, because of my job, I was working like till 11 o'clock at night, 5 nights a week.
Yep.
I was never able to do it. And I never really considered it until I was kind of in Columbus, got on a different schedule, and found out like, oh, I should try that out. And then I went to a few, watched, and I was like, oh, I totally have some stuff that could work here.
Columbus is a college town too, right? So,
Yeah, Ohio State's there, and that's what I was telling him. I don't know if you were in here yet, but like all the open mics there are pretty much on Ohio State's campus.
Oh.
Even though I would say the majority, I would say maybe you'd have a few kids from Ohio State doing it. But
So-
I went to Ohio State. It never occurred to me that like, I don't know. I don't think I ever really realized until I was older and working in TV and like came across podcasts and that sort of thing that like, I never really understand how people got into stand-up until podcasts. It was like, I didn't know how you got to start doing that. You know what I mean?
It's blowing up nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
It's getting much more popular. But so like so you went to Ohio State, Columbus area, and then what? You just like did you like kind of find the open mics, or did you like start doing like where you started in like MC and kind of brought the culture there?
No. It was because I only did open mics and stand-up in Columbus for about 6 months.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty well established there. Now that I'm here and I talk to so many people who come from other cities, I realize how much it was established there compared to, people who would have to do 2 mics a week and drive 45 minutes to get
Yeah,
there.
that's how Iowa is. It's like there's one on Monday in Iowa City where University of Iowa is. That's
Yeah.
it on a Monday night. That's it.
Right.
And then there's one in Cedar Rapids, which is about a half hour north, Wednesdays, and that's it.
And actually, I forgot to ask this earlier. Sorry for everybody cutting in. But so you said it's mostly on the campus. So are they
Yeah,
mostly
in the
dry
area.
mics, like no boozing
Oh yeah, you booze.
on the campus even?
They're not on campus.
Okay,
They're
so they're
campus
around
bars,
campus.
though.
Campus
yeah,
bars. Okay,
they're
okay, gotcha.
they're
When you said on
surrounded.
campus, I
It's
thought
like
you meant-
Troy,
Yeah, I don't
But-
know how
yeah.
most colleges are, I guess.
Yeah,
But I mean-
I thought you meant like they were like areas that were designated by the campus.
No.
Okay,
They
so
were
it's
definitely
bars
yeah,
by
they
the
were
campus.
Not
definitely
in the quad, It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good one. Yeah.
they were definitely in areas that was mostly college students living there. Like I would say 80-90%.
Okay.
So, and same with the bars. I mean, 75-80% of the people in those bars were college students.
And how long have you been in the city?
Since August, so how many months is that? 8?
Oh wow, so you're
Same
new.
here.
I'm fresh, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Like that way?
Right there.
Yeah, I live on 57.
Jeez, what do you do?
Not a whole lot. No, I worked in TV for a while, and then
You're not doing any of that here?
No, I ended up kind of falling into a job here where I'm doing like processing stuff for lawyers, and that's allows me to be a lot more flexible with my time. I applied for some TV stuff
It's like
here.
4 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Yeah, so obviously, but I applied for a good bit of things here, and then fell into that, and I was like, I can just kind of
coast.
roll with this. Yeah, I thought I was gonna end up at a couple places, but didn't happen. But it worked out, man. Yeah.
How often are you getting up on stage nowadays?
I've been trying to do no less than 8 a week, and I know I need to do more than that.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, it depends. But yeah, I try to do at least 8. I try to get more. I mean, there's nights where you get 4, and then kind of. But at the same time, I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on like what's the right amount. What do you guys think?
Oof, that's rough. I don't know. I mean, I think just the more you do, the better.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely reach like burning points or burnout points.
See, that's the thing.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I understand because you try to do like a bunch whenever you're here. I try to keep it like where I still think it's fun
Yeah.
because then I can keep the energy up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
I don't want to get burnt out.
Yeah, when I'm off for like if I go somewhere and I'm gone for 4 days, like I'm always excited to go
Get back up there. Yeah. So I think it's a happy medium. I mean, but it's different. It's different kind of stuff, right? Like he does more like he's really good, but he does more like he's trying to perfect his set.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm still, because I'm much newer at this and I haven't done it in the volume he has.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm trying to find my voice still, but I still I think while finding your voice, you want to still make it fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I think it's really just like and if you have a corporate job too, because like when he's here, he can just do it like in perpetuity. I mean, I quit my corporate job.
Mm-hmm. To do stand up?
No, I just hated it.
Oh, okay.
So I just picked up stand up and I bartend and I work at a barn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm just like chill. I'm leaving the city in a few months.
Where are you going?
Oh.
Is this
We've
a
been
breaking
saying
news
it.
announcement?
No,
No.
this is
I've been saying it for a while. I'm married.
this has
I'm
been
trying to
breaking
go to
news
Maine.
for a few years
You're doing
now.
what? To Maine?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the new spot. It used to be Texas. Before that, it used to
Yeah,
be
but
Charlotte.
I like Maine's. I like the weather. I like this weather. Cloudy.
You got some candy cigarette on your lip here.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Got to be easy.
That's all right. Roll. Sorry. Edit.
Yeah, right.
Cut.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
No. Get back to your point. Yeah, I didn't quit the corporate job like for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like kind of an outlet where I think, and you've only been here for a little bit, but the city's rough, and there's definitely two like kind of different societal paths.
Mm-hmm.
More people that are here for like creative purposes, do stand up, acting, music, whatever, and then there's the corporate people. Right. And I was in the corporate game for like 10 years, and I just got so sick of it. And yeah, like stand-up isn't like a passion of mine. I like to do it, but literally just getting out of the corporate is like a passion of mine.
Yeah, that's kind of...
it's soul sucking.
Yeah, that's kind of like when I worked in TV news, it was like I enjoy, like I look back at it fondly, but it was just, I was ready to be done with it. So
I worked for a couple of private equity firms. I worked for Goldman Sachs. Like I was doing well.
Yeah.
But like I walked away because I was like, this is like I couldn't like I said on other podcasts. I was waking up at 3 in the morning
To go to
and
work?
waking up at 3
to
and
cry.
to literally be like, I have to go to work today.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
unable to sleep.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, dude, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, and the person you become, a lot of drugs, like to help me through the. No, now I'm way more like centered out, and I really like the collective, especially like being like more of a service guy, like working in bartending, I work at a bar, and like I said, you just meet people in the area who are wicked cool, like who are you feel like you're more. I live in Long Island City, but you feel like you're more in like a community almost.
Okay.
Or like corporate stuff.
Yeah, I
People
know
are
what you mean.
in, they're out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
and
know
then
what you mean.
they're like, oh, I'll take a job in Dallas. Like they'll just leave.
Right.
Like here, like people are like, oh no, we're trying to build like a culture here.
So yeah, man, if you're that laid back,
I'm really laid back.
you gotta bolt out of here. Dude, I feel like I'm never satisfied unless I'm chasing something. Does that make sense?
That's everybody.
Yeah. I'm very goal oriented.
Yeah.
My goals are different. My goal right now is like buy a house that's cheap, get a job where I make enough money to have a kid.
Yeah.
And like in New York, unless I'm like going to be like the because like I said before on the other podcast, like unless like because I was looking at all these 50-year-old people, right, and they're all unhappy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I make like $400,000 a year, and they're like, what? I commute from Westchester. I have 2 kids. I got to send them to private school because my wife doesn't want to work. And then like they're like, it's 2 hours in, 2 hours out. It's just like, what the fuck are we chasing?
The rat race,
man.
baby.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. And then you get jerks like this that come in and they're just like, oh, hey, I'm here now. No.
What do I do
No.
today?
I really like what Sauter has. Like, this is all great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is just not for me.
Yeah.
After 10 years, I just know what I like, what I value mentally.
Yeah.
Speaking of what you like, favorite Bengals player?
Of all time or currently?
Sure, both.
You're like,
TJ Hushmanzada.
Dude, I did love TJ.
TJ's great. Yeah, Shorty's gonna call TJ.
I've got a great TJ Hushmanzada story. I was a sports anchor in Cincinnati for a brief period of time, and my transmission had just went out of my car. So I was driving my dad's F-250 big old truck.
Big old truck, yeah.
And I'm going, so I got off work like 11:30, 11:45 at night. I'm going through downtown Cincinnati on a Friday night. Not that fast, like 25 or 30. But I mean, from where I'm driving, 10 feet out in front of me, this drunk chick just stumbles right. Like, I don't know that I would have been able to get stopped in time and hit her. And I just see a hand come out and pull her back. TJ Hushmanzada, baby. Saving me from taking a life
Best
in downtown
sex he's ever
Cincinnati.
had.
But yeah.
Yeah, short his story. He's like, she tried to get away. He's like, get back over here.
That was wild.
TJ's a great guy.
Yeah,
he
TJ
seems like a great guy.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever talked to him. But yeah, he was a coaching intern with the Bengals. He does some work with like Fox Sports now.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just whizzed by him and kept going? Like, oh,
Yeah,
that's TJ.
yeah. I mean, you know, at the time I was in the locker room and stuff all the time, so you'd see those guys around.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, a favorite Bengals play. I mean, Boomer Esiason, I was way too little to really appreciate him.
How old are you?
30.
Me too.
So
Yeah. You just don't know.
But he's always one of those guys that comes to mind. And then there's like some, like Willie Anderson, who was a right tackle, comes to mind. Andrew, like I like the guys who.
Why a tackle?
Because he was so
Guy who went to
good
the
for
Rams,
so
Whitworth,
long.
too.
Andrew
Yeah,
Whitworth.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and they never really got Corey Dillon, an all-time. I will contend that if Corey Dillon gets drafted by a lot of franchises in 1998 or 99, 97 actually. Other than the Bengals, he's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was the best running back in the league for
the
7-8
Bengals
years
had so
behind a
many good
horrible
players that
offensive
can't put it
line.
together. They had Rudy Johnson.
Yeah, Rudy was
Carson
great.
Palmer. The only person I met was the guy from the Bears who got in trouble for beating that chick. I
Tank
had pictures
Johnson?
of him. No, the running back.
Oh, Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson.
Yeah.
I met him after the last Jets game where the Bengals lost 40-0.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Heading
and
into
then,
playoffs.
and then the Jets came into the playoffs. It came into Cincinnati
Right.
and beat the fucking Bengals.
Yeah.
Dude, the Bengals you're a masochist. I am too.
I mean,
dude,
it's-
how can you root for this team?
because
0-5, like the 5 years where they lost to the Texans, Dalton and Green's year. Then they lost to the Texans again the second year. Then they lost to the Chargers. Then they lost to the Colts, and then they lost to the Steelers when Jeremy
The
Hill
Steelers
fumbled.
was the
when
worst,
Jeremy
yeah.
Hill fumbled that ball, I wasn't right for like a week. I literally couldn't talk to people. They're like, "How's it going?" I was like. I was like looking over this ledge. I was like, you know what?
yeah,
This
it's a
isn't
good thing
worth
I
it.
didn't watch that game here.
What? How did you watch? Oh, here.
I remember that night they lost to the Steelers. Going to bed, you know that angry feeling.
Dude,
you
I've
have in
never
your
felt
body?
anything like it.
It's the only time in my life I went to bed feeling like that, and I woke up, and before I even realized I was a live human being, I could feel anger.
Oh yeah, dude,
Pouring
dude,
out of me
dude.
still.
And the fact that made me mad was not even the Jeremy Hill fumble. The fact that they didn't throw the flag on Joey Porter being in the Bengals'
Yep.
defensive huddle.
Yeah.
They're in the huddle. Joey Porter's over there like, yo,
Yeah.
what y'all gonna do?
Starting
and they
to
just
fight.
push him.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, flag on the Bengals,
Yeah.
15 yards again.
Just
It's just like,
unreal.
okay, can you guys stop?
It's
Like,
so awesome watching him get mad.
well, no,
That's
because
part
I'm
of the
dude,
entertainment for me.
I mean, of all the sports teams, I'm a diehard Bengals fan.
Yeah, same.
I can tell.
Yeah.
From looking at your back.
Yeah.
No. And I think it's people in the city don't get like you don't. We haven't won a playoff game since 1991. Dude, Marvin
yeah.
Lewis was, because we're both 30.
Yeah.
Half our life.
Yeah, the
He was the
majority, yeah.
coach.
Yep.
It's ridiculous, and he never won a playoff game.
Yeah, I was
like it's just like
13,
it's
yeah.
just you're just watching. You're like, we have good players, and
Wait, but they
every
finally
year-
let him go this year, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
No, they said it was mutual.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Just like you quit your job.
Now, I'll say
I
this.
like Zach Taylor.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
him. Yeah, we spell our name the same way.
Well, there you go. I don't think Marvin goes
CAC.
unless the Browns were doing as well as they were. Because I think Mike Brown, the owner, and the family kind of realized, like, all right, we can fiddle around behind the Steelers and the Ravens, but we're not going to be worse
Then the Browns.
than the team that holds the family
Yeah.
namesake. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was just like, okay, come on.
Yeah, I mean, and those rumors have been. If you remember, I think it was 2016. Adam Schefter reported in December.
Yeah,
that
that Marvin
and that's
was
the
gone.
only time I
And
can
they gave
remember
him-
Schefter
and they-
being wrong.
And they gave him a 2-year extension.
Yeah,
They weren't even like, oh no, like a 1 year.
Yeah,
It
things
was
are just
after he lost to the
different there.
Steelers. They're like, oh yeah, 2 years.
What do you
Take
think
it.
he did behind closed doors to like keep getting these extensions?
He's a GM and the head coach, so it's cheap.
Yeah,
There's no GM.
Interesting.
Well, Duke Tobin's the GM. It's not the title, but they have a general manager.
But not by title.
Not by title, but
Yeah.
he shares the same
Well,
responsibilities.
I thought his daughter does a lot of the scouting.
Katie
too.
Blackburn, she does a lot more of the like executive style
Okay.
stuff. I don't know how involved she is in scouting, but yeah, I mean,
They're
What the hell
scouting.
is he doing that he's
No,
getting
they're
these
scouting.
extensions?
Well, no, he's not anymore.
Well, I mean, but for so
they're,
long.
They're scouting. Well, no, they've put together good teams. It's literally bad luck. Like that Steelers year when what was that
2005 or the
No,
first one or the second
not though. When Carson blew out
Yeah.
the ACL, MCL with a 75-yard pass to
Yeah,
Chris Henry.
yeah.
Yeah, slim.
Yeah.
But no, it was the Steelers game where Jeremy Hill fumbled it. That was 2015.
That was 2015, yeah.
Yeah.
The game was played in 2016, but January 2015
Yeah, right.
season.
Yeah. I mean, it's just bad luck, man. I mean, because like Andy Dalton broke his hand. He was on a career
Yeah,
year.
dude,
he
he
had
was
35
MVP
touchdowns,
yeah,
and
he
like
was a-
6
he was
picks.
a legit MVP contender, yeah.
And he broke his hand tackling the Steeler.
Yep, after
It
a
was like,
fumble,
dude, get
yeah.
out of the way. No, it was a pick.
Oh, was it a pick?
It was a pick
Yeah.
at the goal line.
Oh,
It
it was
was
this year was the fumble when Billy Price had the bad snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's just, dude, it's
Yeah.
it's not easy. But you gotta love them. Because you know when they will win.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
It's gonna be
You were
so
saying, how do we
amazing.
stick with them? That's how, because when they do get there, it's going to be better than.
Dude, when the Bengals win a
anyone
playoff
can
game,
appreciate.
I'm going to overdose.
You're on.
It's a great idea.
I'm going to kill myself.
Dude, I was talking to an Iowa comic I had on my podcast about this because he's a diehard Cubs fan, and he was telling me the amazing joy he felt when they won the World Series finally after seeing them be bad for so long. But I asked him, like, dude, was that one moment worth all the fucking misery? He's like, nope. Like, it's not worth
No,
it.
I think, but you can't.
Dude, I had a night. I remember 09 season when the Lakers won their first championship since 2002, and I was watching every single game. I would watch the pregame, the postgame, the pregame debriefs, postgame debriefs, every interview, every part of the game, every highlight reel after the game. I was this invested.
Your mom's like, not Sadra. You're like, in a minute.
One game, they're playing the Bucks in Milwaukee, and they lose the game on a tip-in at the buzzer by 1 point. I didn't sleep that entire night.
From
It's
a
a
regular
fucking
season
regular
loss?
season
Yeah.
Bucks loss, and they end up going on to win the fucking
Yeah, so imagine
championship.
being a Bengals fan.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
It's
just
so
like, I
hard.
lost sleep because of that bullshit.
Yeah,
I
but-
can't imagine what
but
the
you have
fuck
to-
you guys put yourselves
Oh no,
through,
it
you know?
sucks. No, I mean, being a Bengals fan is the hardest thing. I think like of any pro sports team, because we've been so close so many times.
I mean, not
Dude.
that close.
No, but I'm saying like even like when Carson broke his MCL ACL
Yeah.
with the pass to Chris Henry,
Yeah.
then in 2004.
That was the year I thought they were going to
05,
win it all.
yeah,
and then the
yeah.
Steelers go on to...
They
win it out.
I'm saying we've been so close, but like each time they just lose in the first round.
Yeah, that's the thing is
That's-
it's never just as simple as they got outplayed. There's always got to be some other factors in there, which that happens to a lot of teams. But like they lost the playoff game to T.J. Yates.
Twice.
I
Remember
mean,
he came in as a backup.
Did he come in there? I honestly.
No, his first year he beat us. Second year, the season they were 8-0, he came in as a backup. It was Sunday Night Football. The season that
When the Bengals started 8-0?
When the Bengals started 8-0.
Yeah, it was 2015.
Yeah, 2015. T.J. Yates came in as a backup.
Oh,
and then
on Monday Night Football.
On Monday Night Football,
Yeah.
and beat the Bengals again. It was
Yeah.
like Yates, the Bengal killer. It was like,
I
are you
mean,
kidding me?
Just unreal.
Yeah, and just like, what the hell did we do?
Wasn't the
You know-
year that Carson blew out his knee and then they were playing the Steelers? Wasn't that the year that the Steelers won the whole thing
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
first
Florida.
ever 6 seed? The first ever 6
Yeah,
seed?
yeah,
team?
they beat the Seahawks,
yeah.
which
That's
was
hilarious.
bullshit. The rest were, I mean, that was bullshit. No, they haven't won a playoff game since they injured Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Bo Jackson cursed the Bengals.
Dude,
Yeah.
they deserve that because Bo Jackson was a miracle.
Well, he wasn't a miracle in Cincinnati. He got bodied.
Well, the hilarious part is it was a self-inflicted injury. He was that good that he
No,
injured
it wasn't
himself.
self-inflicted. He got
Well,
tackled.
Yeah, but he his own weight and his own quad.
I don't give a
fucking
shit.
failed
He
him.
couldn't handle the Bengal roar.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hold on, I want to finish this Bengal thing out though, but because
We're still on the Bengals.
I know, but I'm saying that's why when you did your bit the other day where you're like, oh, why would I pay attention to a team?
Yeah.
You gotta live with them with the ups and the downs.
I disagree.
Because the ups are so much better. Then the
Yeah,
downs.
but if you don't get enough of those ups, and the ups that you do get, are they worth all the
Yes,
downs?
I mean,
I think they are.
I was brought in. I mean, my dad's a big Bengals fan too, so I was
Right.
brought in that way. So
Right,
I'm not
right.
going to bail. Not that I want to, but I think even if I did want to, I don't know. I mean, maybe some people.
I will
do
say
that.
the silver lining to even supporting a bad sports team is like it is cool to like have this one thing that unites people
Yeah.
together.
Now-
Yeah, could you Matt, just Matt, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like,
I
this
mean,
is-
imagine
this is a
if
perfect
they
example.
if the Bengals won the Super Bowl, me and him would kiss. Like, we'd be so hyped. Yeah. We'd be like, oh my god, we did it! Like, dude, it would be such a like, or win the wild card.
That would be a
But I'm
nice
saying,
start.
like, so that I mean, yeah, you gotta, valleys give you the peaks.
I'm just saying, there's not enough peaks for me to
Nah.
stay in it. You know,
But what's your favorite sport?
football by far.
So Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like Reds, I don't really give a crap.
I'm just kind of over bait. Like I'll still. I can't commit to. I kind of like with we're talking comedy. Like once I get into something, I have to go like full speed, and I just can't commit to. Even if I watch 100 of the 162 baseball games a year, I don't have time for that. That's so much time, especially to watch a bad product. So I still follow the Reds. I still look
That's
at the
all I
box score,
say,
but
yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and watch
Right.
a
That's why
3-hour baseball game.
I'm a
6 nights
Niners
week.
fan. Bengals Super Bowl. Hey, you know, the toys. Yeah. But
He just Wikipedia.
just before
He
the
has
show.
no idea.
But the drive. Yeah. I'm a Niners fan. I'm a Lakers fan. Both were doing horrendous this year. Both got major injuries to LeBron, and
LeBron didn't get major injury.
Garoppolo.
They just sat him. They were just
he
like,
injured his groin.
no, they shut him
At the
down.
end, they shut him down, but he injured
Yeah.
his groin. That's why he was out for a good chunk anyway. That's when they started losing. He got injured during that
Yeah, 'cause
Warriors
he wants
game.
the- okay.
But anyway, my point is like I just stopped watching because I was like, why am I dedicating my entire Sunday
Yeah.
to this product that I'm not enjoying? Like it just didn't make any sense.
I watch
you
the
know?
Bengals when they win five games a year.
Yeah, I won't miss a
every-
Bengals
I
game.
won't miss,
Other
I
stuff,
haven't missed a Bengals game in
different
years.
story, yeah.
No, I get
Yeah.
that. I'm just saying I would not. Dude, I'd watch so many more Bengals games than I watch Niners games. Just because, like I said, it's entertaining watching
I
him.
make him come.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we go to
Well,
bars.
Phoebe's is entertaining to be at, but
Well, no, you come out
And
with me
the
too. Like,
Bengals
it's- yeah, because I
they play the fight song and everything after every touchdown.
yeah.
Doesn't
They
happen
play the
too often,
They play the
but-
Marvin Lewis pump song where it starts with "Welcome to the Jungle."
Oh yeah.
And Marvin's involved?
No, it's actually a good speech by Marvin. It was his first year, and he's like, "A lot of you people think you don't. Why you're not starting? It's because you give up on plays, you miss tackles, you don't give 100%. Get out there and be a fucking pro."
Oh,
and then
yeah,
it comes with the
That's from
Welcome to the
that was
Jungle.
from Hard Knocks when they were on Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
one
yeah,
time. Yeah,
dude. So it gets everybody hyped.
Yeah.
And yeah, I make all my friends watch Bengal games. 'Cause
Oh, that's-
I'm a huge fan.
It's
we'll
fun
have to
to
get
watch them
together
struggle.
if you're still here in the fall.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, because so I'm in Long Island City,
Yeah.
but I own that town. But yeah, I mean I can get the TVs like the Bengal games like anywhere.
Like anywhere.
Yeah,
Cool.
We get
Yeah,
it.
man,
Everyone
work
has
it out.
NFL tickets. Jeez.
yeah, but I mean I know all the bartenders everywhere. I mean I've been there for 7 years.
I mean, most sports bar, if you go and ask them to put on a game, they'll put.
Yeah, but I know the bartenders. I'm like put the music on.
See, I'm not a big watch games at a bar person.
Do you not drink?
Yeah, I drank. I like.
I love watching games at the bar because football, you have like, there's so many games going on,
Yeah.
so you can look around.
Yeah.
And
He
everybody
just
else
likes
is-
to watch the Steelers fans get mad too.
Well,
That's-
that's
Well,
also
yeah.
an option. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I like to be cuted. One thing that'll bother me is like sometimes we'll have multiple. I gotta have the volume on. Sometimes bars will try, especially if it's a big game, they'll try to play music during the commercials, and then it'll bleed 45 seconds into the game. I'm just
You're like, wait, rewind that. What's that?
yeah,
the,
exactly.
The
Like,
Viagra
I
commercial.
want to be on.
I want to hear what Joe
Yeah.
Buck's soothing
Yeah.
voice just
Roman.
said. Yeah.
So I'm.
Are you a big Joe Buck fan?
I like Joe Buck a lot.
I
yeah.
like Joe Buck.
Yeah.
I like that voice. It's a soothing
Yeah.
voice.
He's-
I don't like Joe Buck.
Yeah, everyone I know otherwise.
I don't
hates
hate him
Joe
though. I'm
Buck.
not like people hate him.
People
I don't
hate him.
him.
Yeah.
No, I think
People like
he's
hate
great.
him.
Yeah. So.
My least favorite announcers or pregame guys are the guys on NBC Sunday night. Rodney Harrison, who can't get over the fact that he
Oh, yeah.
let the Patriots lose, and then Tony Dungy, who can't get over the fact that his kid killed himself.
Did that happen?
Yeah,
I
Oh,
didn't
really?
know
his
that.
oldest son killed himself.
I
I
did
didn't
not
know
know that. That's
And
too
then
bad.
the white guy, who's just awkward too with him.
It was Dan Patrick. It's Mike
Dan
Tirico
Patrick.
now.
Oh, Mike. Oh, it's Mike Tirico now?
Yeah, last year
Okay.
was Mike Tirico. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a weird. Dude, because
Yeah,
Tony
I really
Dungy,
like-
like, just his eyes are dead. And then Rodney Harrison just hates everybody because he's like, you know what I did? He literally came out in a statement. He was like, God must have been on the Giants' side because I played that defense perfectly.
I mean, he
well,
did.
Well,
He
yeah,
did.
but I'm like, well, he called it, so.
And think about it. It's a player that you don't even hear about.
I know, but
I'm
I'm saying he did not play it perfectly if he caught the ball. You can argue as much as you want. Actually, it was funny because the year before that Super Bowl, because I'm from Albany, so the Giants, I was in a high school football camp, and the Giants had a practice at U Albany, right by us. And they're like, we're going to have like a pro athlete come talk to like the team, because it was like the entire capital region.
Oh, right.
Right? And it was, what's his face?
Tyree. Yeah.
Before he caught the pass. So everybody's like, we were like, oh my god, it might be Eli because Kurt Warner was on the team. Like, who is it? And it's this David Tyree guy. And he just comes up. He's like, don't do drugs. Sub. All right, bye. And we were like, who the hell?
Yeah,
and then,
no
like,
one-
the next year he caught the touchdown.
That's
Me and my
wild.
buddies were like, wait, what the hell? Is that guy?
See, he was a team player, man. He was getting
Yeah.
all out there doing
Dude,
something.
he got cut the next year.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't.
That was
good.
it. That was it.
Yeah. Hey, at least he squeezed the book deal out of it. So
Yeah, man.
How
He-
annoyed do you think his in-laws are?
what? Is this a bit?
No, that is a bit, because he's probably every time he's like, hey, it's David Tyree, remember? And they're like, yeah, we don't
Oh,
care.
how annoyed are the in-laws?
Yeah.
Did he not just say how annoying are his in-laws? You think?
I thought you said, how annoyed do you think his in-laws are?
Oh, is that
That's what I said.
okay? I didn't hear that. I thought.
Yeah, get on that Ohio
Yeah, right.
bandwagon.
Sure. Anyway, riveting. Do you follow any New York sports since you've been here, or you just stay diehard Ohio?
I mean,
stuff?
any NFL team, I guess I follow because I follow everything.
You big fantasy guy?
Yeah,
Really?
yes and no. Like, I like the idea. I like doing it. It gets to be too much. Like, I don't
Yeah.
ever want to do
It's
more
not
than
for me.
one league. I always end up in like 3 leagues. But yeah, man, I follow everything. I've been to a Yankees game. I wanted to go to the Mets game tonight because the Reds are here, but the weather is just trash.
Yeah, I've never
they're
been to
playing-
an
they're
MLB
playing-
game. I've still
Oh
gotta-
yeah, I went to
I've
see
gotta
the
go.
Yankees Orioles last year and the Bronx.
Would you rather?
They're
What
playing
would
tomorrow, by the way.
Who?
Yeah. Reds.
Oh yeah,
Mets.
it's a noon game. Yeah,
Yeah.
keeping that.
Would you
in mind.
rather go to Yankee Stadium or I almost said Shea Stadium, Citi
Citi.
Field? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been to City
Oh,
Field
you haven't?
yet.
Okay, all right.
City feels so much better.
Yeah, that's what
I
everyone
don't-
says.
I don't
Yankee
trust-
Stadium did have like that corporate vibe to me.
Yep.
Like that, hey, we just built a new Walmart.
Hmm.
Yeah,
kind of feel.
respect your Yankees. 27 champions.
Yeah.
The Mets are just
I
like,
mean, that's
yeah,
their
we
brand,
don't.
though.
I know, no, I'm not hating for it, but I'm saying like, yeah, the Mets are very much like just have a good time at the park.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Okay.
The Mets stadium
from-
is. Yeah.
I want to check out both at some point, but
Just come to
Yeah.
City tomorrow.
what's tomorrow? Thursday? What time is it?
Noon
At I
or
could do
1:15.
I could do that because I think I got a podcast at 4:30. How long is the game? 2.5 hours? No, probably like
2.5,
8 hours.
3
8
hours.
hours. Or
Yeah, but it's on 7. It's on the 7 too.
Feels like 8 hours.
Yeah, it's on the 7. Come, I'll
on the
go.
7. Yeah, let's see how's the weather
can-
tomorrow. It's pretty good.
Good.
Better. You're gonna
Yeah.
be like more towards 60
Got it.
rather than.
We can leave after the 5th.
Because there's a pair of shoes I've been waiting to bust out for a baseball
God,
game.
okay, you
So
know
I'm
what, maybe I'll
like I need to wear these fucking shoes because they're like baseball inspired Jordans from like when he
Oh,
left
okay. Were they
the
like-
Bulls to go
Oh,
try
okay.
baseball.
Yeah.
So the next year of Jordan models they designed to look like a baseball cleat. So I'm like, I gotta wear these at a baseball game. So
Well.
I've been waiting.
Quick cut. Stop is like, yeah, it tasted great. Right.
Yeah,
Good dog.
I'm stupid like that. I'll have like Christmas shoes. I'll have like wedding. I wore a pair of shoes to Baxter's wedding that has like little hearts on.
He bought me some
Oh, yeah, I
like
bought him.
$800 shoes for my wedding.
It's nice of you.
They
It was they're rainbow colors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was what are they?
Jordan ones. I
Jordan
mean, he's not a
ones.
big sneaker
Oh,
guy. He's
okay,
not
yeah,
gonna know.
Yeah.
they were Jordan 1, so like they were like that high top kind of thing.
Shattered
It was-
backboards, ladies and gentlemen.
It was
1.0.
black and orange,
Yeah.
I can dig it.
and they only had a couple of them. Yeah, so
People
that's
freak
great.
out over those. People like come up to me all the time like, dude, how do you
Dude,
have
they
these? Like,
literally
yeah,
come
fuck
up-
these
They
things.
literally come up to me and they're like, "Yo, those shoes are great," and I'm like in like horse shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks. Like, I don't think about them at all.
It's like out skating in them. and
See,
shit.
that's another reason I would not want to have cool shoes because then people would want to talk to me about them, and I'd be like, I don't.
It doesn't happen as often as you
No,
think.
not
Like,
as often as that makes it sound. In that
Apparently.
one statement.
No, these ones do attract attention.
No, I'm sure they do, but like I do get told like, hey, like I get that sometimes, but not enough to be annoying. Like,
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
All right.
It's not annoying. I have noticed since I've been friends with him for the past
11
2
years.
3 months. but like people, I'll notice shoes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will in a weird way because I was never into shoes.
Yeah, I don't dislike shoes, I guess. I would never like what you have in there is first and foremost, like I'm not someone who likes to spend a lot of money on clothes in general. Secondly, I don't like having a lot of stuff.
It is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
That's
like-
a nice shirt though.
Oh, thank you.
I think you have style. You
Thanks.
just don't want to spend money on it.
You don't need
yeah,
to
like
have.
I know I got this at
yeah.
Macy's for like $11.
Yeah,
I
you
like
don't
that
need to
shirt.
have a lot of
Yeah.
money or items to have good style. That's
Yeah. Like I don't think I look terrible, but like I'm just not a
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that
Fashionista,
at all.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, not everyone should be
Yeah.
or has to be. Yeah.
right.
I
Everyone in
agree.
New York thinks they are to some degree.
Not him. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, you're right. I made that up. I apologize.
No, you're fine. No. I think after like year like 4, if you're here for like 4 years, you just stop giving a shit in New York. You're just like, I don't care anymore.
Wait, how long have you been here? 10?
10, yeah.
He's definitely going that route. There are others who still enjoy themselves here.
I like it. I take a different like I remember when I first moved here right after school, and even when I entered here, like I would trying to like keep up with the Joneses, like or
Yeah.
refer me with blah, blah, blah. After a while, I was just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm making this city my bitch.
But that's the most liberating feeling, just to be like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no,
do me.
yeah, yeah. Same thing you get like at a lot of periods in your life, in high school or something,
Yeah.
where like I don't care about what the popular kids are doing. I'm doing my own thing. I don't care in college. You're like I don't care what like the cool kids are doing. I'm doing my own thing. Same thing with New York. You're here for a bit, and you're like, I just don't give a crap. Like I'm doing my own thing.
That's such a New Yorker thing to say, isn't it?
He has been here a decade.
I mean, yeah, you'll get there.
No, it's
God,
just
fuck, man.
yeah. I mean, everyone does their own thing, and that's cool. Whatever. I guess I don't know that I've been like. I feel like I don't have the clout here yet to give any opinions. I like it so far, but I like everywhere.
Yeah, but you're also in a very interesting situation where we have a lot of comics on here who are you have like the corporate grind,
Yeah, for sure.
which really like that kills your soul.
Yeah, maybe you hate that more than New York.
I hate that more than New York. 100%. No, I
New York.
agree. 100%. I like New York. I like New York. My wife hates it, so that's why I gotta leave.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Getting
definitely
off
a
to Maine,
factor.
where you can be a bear trapper.
Sounds
be like,
nice.
Be like Leo in The Revenant.
I'm like,
That was
God
amazing.
damn it!
I don't think. No,
The
that
trap
wasn't-
didn't work.
It was not in Maine, but you know.
Yeah, no, but yeah, if I could be like him, I'll be like, yeah, this trap didn't work. Oh my God damn it, he's gonna fuck me.
That would be unfortunate.
Well, there's always lobster. You can do that.
Yeah, dude, I could get
Dude,
behind
Maine's
the seafood.
amazing.
Yeah, everyone.
I've never had anything bad to say about Maine. So
Yeah, fall back.
Cool.
My dad went bear hunting in Maine. So
really,
yeah.
Huh,
I mean, it's mostly like, dude, there's only like I think like 1.5 million people in Maine.
what is it? 20 million in this city alone?
That was
No,
nine.
no.
Nine?
No, it's
Is it
yeah,
nine?
it's like 9 million in the city, but in the area it's like 20
That makes sense.
with Long Island, Jersey, Westchester.
Oh, okay. Yeah, still, that's a lot. Was it 9 in the city proper?
In the city proper.
Still a lot of people.
Queens, Brooklyn,
Whole bunch
Staten
of people.
Island, Manhattan.
Was it? What did they say? Brooklyn. If you isolated Brooklyn alone, it would be like the third largest city
Yeah,
in the country, or
behind
something
LA,
like
Dude,
that.
if you took the NYPD, it's the 5th largest standing army in the world.
Wild.
No, no, I'm not kidding. It's
Yeah,
really wild.
I don't think you are. That's
they
why
actually
it's hilarious.
because what happened during Occupy Wall Street? What was that 2012?
11? Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, around there. Because one of the NYPD chief then, I forgot his name, but he actually let it.
Oh, did you?
Just make one up.
Yeah,
He does all the
yeah.
time.
Brown. Yeah, Officer Brown. But he actually let it slip that they had surface-to-air missiles.
What?
Yeah,
Air
NYPD
missiles for
does.
fucking Occupy Wall Street?
No, not for Occupy Wall
Oh,
Street,
okay.
but they said if there was a terrorist, he just like let it slip in an interview when they were talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and he said they have surface-to-air missiles. Like
I said
so-
yeah, like I already knew that, but I could totally,
No.
I could totally see that being
right?
real.
Yeah, like so if somebody tries to like bomb the city, it's not like the military. It'll be the NYPD that'll shoot that shit down.
Got it.
It's wild.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that.
I mean,
either.
it's so many people. Like, I think now we're getting off on a tangent, but I think what you're gonna see.
Give me your best conspiracy
Okay.
theory right now.
It's not a conspiracy theory. I think the U.S. is gonna break up into the same way like you see like the
West Virginia.
no
Regular Virginia.
like Norway, Sweden, Finland, like how the Balkan areas, especially, which is south, but like Norway, Sweden, Finland, it's going to break up. The U.S. I think is going to break up in the next 50 years into different states. You're going to have the Midwest,
I think
you're
we're
going to have the
overdue.
West Coast, East Coast, and you're going to have city states. Like New York is going to be its own kind of city state, same way you had in Roman times. You're going to have New York, you're going to have the Washington, Philly, Baltimore area.
I don't know if you're a big
City-state.
Patrice O'Neill fan, but Patrice O'Neill literally has a segment on Sirius XM Radio before he died, where he literally was like, "Why are we fucking having the country the way it is now? Massachusetts, Northeast, all that shit is Boston land. New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. This is now New York." And he
Yeah.
started to consolidate all the different
that's
segments.
I've talked about this before. That's my theory on why everyone's so angry at each other, because of the internet. And now we can all be together at once, as to where before, people don't realize how different people from Muskingum County, Ohio, and New York City are.
Yeah.
Just same body, but totally different.
Values,
Yeah, and it's
priorities,
it's
everything.
fine. But it's just, we're all, because of online, everyone's like,
Yep. Yep. Like I had
I
a-
don't think
I think the internet's got to go away. is what I'm saying.
Shut
Gotta
it
get
down.
rid of the internet.
That was a dumb. But I literally think it's going to be you'll still have the federal powers, but it'll be like right now we have the electoral college where it's by state. You'll have it by region.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then you'll have city states that have their own votes. Because the same way, in Greece and Roman times, they had city states. It wasn't like New York, right? Why are we part of upstate New York? You go to Buffalo. This is not New York
Yeah, it's a
City.
whole
Well, that's
different-
like
it's the same
California
kind of
was
vote.
trying
Yeah.
to. But we've got the nice round number, 50 states. How stupid is it going to be if we have 53 states? No
I
one
think
can
it's
take
the
us
only way
serious.
to make the union survive.
Yeah.
Is if you give electoral votes to regions, and then you have city states that have their own votes.
A lot of people kind of forget that it was James Polk who said you should only take government advice from someone wearing a disguise and smoking candy cigarettes. And now, all these years later, still rings true. So, we're in good shape.
Dope. All right, why don't we end on that? Sweet. Matt, thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man.
Why don't you give us one last plug where we can find you?
I just started a new Instagram, which is a stupid thing to say. I apologize. But you've got to have one, and my other one was just kind of... I wanted a public one, but I didn't want creeps who are out there, because you get followed by some weird people sometimes.
Yep.
So I got these pictures of my nieces and nephews. I'm like, this isn't for the general public. So Good Old Matthew is where you can find me on Instagram. Not that entertaining, but I'll work on it. And then if you want on Twitter, it's just at Matt Edwards. All those sports stuffs.
Oh, yeah, you talk about just the Bengals on there, the Reds, or
A little bit of every. I mean, I'll go like during NFL season, I'm all over it, and then I'm still there throughout the year. But NFL season, it's a lot, and then it kind of tones down. So I don't know. Just go. If you like it, you like it. If you don't,
Fair
or
enough.
don't go. Do what you want to do.
Dope.
Depends on which region of the country you live in.
Hey, tie it all together. All right, see you guys next time.